So basically, the Saturday show is a compilation of all the things that has gone on in the last week, or maybe the previous week as well. We're just talking about everything that's been going on in our way. So first of all, I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me. Hey, everybody. What's going on, Boo Bears? Okay. We have a lot of, happy lunar New Year. Okay, so this is my homage to Lunar New Year, and we have Happy Black History Month. I said that in previous videos, but we want to reiterate Happy Black History Month, and we also want to say, what else is it? Happy Valentine's Day weekend. Happy Valentine's Day weekend. So that's three happies right there. So what else do we have? Okay. Oh, Janet Jackson. Her Control album, 35 Years, went #1 again. Now that album is older than Chinese Currency, but she is just like, she is going for it, honey. I would ride that album too if I were you, Janet. Janet has whispered her way all the way to the bank. All her songs are a secret, honey. You need a stethoscope to listen to her CD, honey. She'll be like, but them dance steps be good. Don't want nobody but you. Listen, I'm gonna whisper. And I'm getting paid millions of dollars for whispering, bitch. My generations to come, honey. Okay. But that's her gift. She's an entertainer. Speaking of entertainer, rest in peace, Mary Wilson. Now that's a big one. That's Motown legend. She's legendary. She's literally legendary. It depends on what generation and what era you grew up in. The Supremes were it. They were beyond Beyonce and beyond Michael Jackson, because we had never even seen images of black girls like this before. Black ladies, we never seen images of black ladies for little girls, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, articulate it, Mario, get it together. So we had never seen images like that, and it was a generation before me. Like, maybe it was my mom's generation. My mom had never seen the glamour and the glitz of it all, and definitely my dad, because he was still infatuated with Diana Ross until the day he passed away, God rest his soul. He loved him some Diana Ross. She come out, honey, with that hair. Her hair was so big it had its own social security number, honey. It was like it had to drive in a whole nother car. Her hair had a limo. They was like, all that hair is not about to fit in here. Okay, we'll get another car for my hair. And then you'll attach it once I get there. I think after you make a certain amount of money, honey, everybody whisper. All the Jacksons whisper. Donnie and Marie, they project a little bit, but after they went over a certain amount of money, they start whispering. Everybody whisper. Diana Ross whisper. Eddie Murphy, he whisper when he does his interviews. I'd be like, speak up, everybody. They be quiet because they don't want nobody looking over here, honey. Don't look over here. Don't count nothing about in my financials. I don't want nobody looking over my financials with a fine-tooth comb, bitch. We whispering. Maybe if we quiet, won't nobody say nothing and look over here. But I just never thought, because somebody could have the voice, like Michelet, for instance. Prime example. You wouldn't go to Michelet's house and expect the whole family to be saying, hello? Who at the door? I want to order a large pizza. And Papa John's be like, the devil is a lie. Put your mama on the phone, baby. It's for me. It's for my kids. It's for me and my kids. And they be like, honey, the prank is on you. We know this is a damn TikTok video. We sick of y'all doing these TikTok videos. And poor Michelet can't. She had to do it online. I wouldn't put an order in if she called me. I'm just saying. And no tea, no shade. And hell, now, come on. And so I wouldn't expect to go over her house and 11 people are speaking like that. So when you go to the Jackson 5 house, why is 11 people, hello, everybody is whispering, pass me the salt. Huh? Because you know me, I'm loud. I'll be like, huh, what you say? Can you pass me the salt? And you know my hearing probably messed up from me talking loud. So I'll be like, you got to speak up, honey. I'm not about to pass you no salt until you ask for it correctly. You see Catherine and Joe don't talk like that. Catherine and Joe, they ride or die. Catherine, I remember seeing that interview with Oprah and Catherine and Joe. She said, oh, Joe, you know you beat them children. She had full voice. I've never heard Catherine whisper. Let's talk about Gorilla Glue Girl. Honey, she has set the internet and the world on fire. When she pat her head like that and it was loud, I almost passed out. I don't know about you, but that did it for me. First of all, I don't know, how did you get here? How'd you get here, Gorilla Glue Girl? You had to sit there. First of all, who got the glue? The glue couldn't have been new. Whoever got the glue should have told you don't use the glue for that. So let's start at the beginning. We putting icing on the cake, honey. How did we get to the point where we can put the icing on the cake? Because you had to, stir it up, and then you had to put some flour in the pan and some oil in the pan, and then you had to do like that, honey, and then you had to check on it and put a toothpick in there and see if it was liquefied or not, honey. Let's get to the basics. How did this shit happen during Black History Month? Somebody paid your ass to do this. This ain't right. This is sorcery. This is voodoo. Honey, this is a generational curse, honey. If you did this, I need an evaluation for the rest of the people in your family. This has to be a generational curse. Let's get to the beginning of this shit, honey. This is unbelievable. Do not put this on Black people. This is not indicative of Black folks, the race as a whole. No, because this should not have come out. This shit could have came out in April or May. It did not have to come out when we are honoring Harriet Tubman and Lena Horne and Sojourner. It didn't have to come out this month. This is bullshit. They paid you. How much they pay you? How much they pay you to do this? And then the doctor in Beverly Hills, I'll do it for free. I know, because they paid you. This is a skit. Because ain't nobody over the age of 9 or 10, possibly, maybe 10, gonna sit and put Gorilla Glue in their hair. And then, didn't you notice that when you was putting it in, your fingers wouldn't stick it to your head like this? How did we get to the full head? Like I said, let's get to the beginning of this shit, honey. Don't you put no icing on no cake unless the cake is done, honey. Y'all moving too fast. You scare me. I think y'all trying to rob me. Gone. Listen. Didn't your fingers stick right here? And then when you was touching other shit, like the comb, didn't your fingers stick to the comb? How did you get here? No. Yeah. Oh, baby. Girl, how did we get here? I don't believe this whole story. I don't believe none of the story. I think they put some spritz on your head. Whoever that they are, honey. This is you signing the deal with the Illuminati. You know this is a conspiracy theory. Because this shit just couldn't be real. Because some shit just so unreal, you have to make a conspiracy theory out of this shit. And then people always say, there is nothing new up under the sun. The devil is a lie. I have never heard of this. I have never had me clutch my imaginary pearls. Every time I turn on the news, my pearls. I'm trying to mind my business. I'm watching the news like everybody else. And then my pearls are always in jeopardy. One day I'm going to pull the motherfuckers and they going to just fly everywhere. Who's going to pay for my pearls when these pearls fly all over the floor? And I'm tripping and shit all on the pearls. Like they did in that show where that girl said she was on that Versace dress. She said, honey, I got on my Versace. And she said it with attitude, bitch. Girl, you will not say the wrong name like that with the attitude. It's Versace. I know you like it. Honey. This is for Stace. Showgirls. That was the name of that movie. It's called Showgirls. Y'all better watch it. Showgirls, honey. She threw them pearls out on her ass. She was up in the air because he had her up in the air like this. And she was like this. Woof. She was like, I hope she break her damn neck when she hit that ground. I never liked her. That's what the girl said. So Gorilla Glue Girl, I think you have a deal with the Illuminati and or a generational curse. Those are our options. Because I don't believe nobody walking around with an entire social security number. They need to take away 2 of your numbers from your social security number if you are saying you did this. I still don't know how your fingers didn't stick to. Your fingers still need to be stuck to the comb and your head like this right now. And the bottle of Gorilla Glue. What is going on? And poor Nene Leakes. Oh, Lord, we have to talk about it because it's in the news. So, everybody is saying on the blogs that Nene Leakes has been dropped from her whole team, meaning her lawyer, her publicist, her agent. And I pray this is not the truth. Because it's a shame. Can you imagine if, like, people who we really love, like, I don't know, Patti LaBelle, Michael Jackson, I don't know, who do we really love? Somebody we really love cut their career off because they had not such a great attitude. Let's just call a thing a thing. Iyanla Vanzant would be proud of us, okay? But just because they didn't have a great attitude, and these people, they had amazing attitudes, amazing work attitudes, and they had amazing personas. No matter, even if Madonna is back in the day, Madonna used to act like a bitch. And let's just call a thing a thing. Iyanla Vanzant would be proud of us. She used to act like a bitch, but you can only act like that for so long. Then she has to recreate herself. She would act like a bitch for maybe the Erotica album. And you'll be asking her a question, and I have a patch on it, and she's just real funky. You know what I'm saying? What? Yeah. But that only lasts for a little bit. Nene, whole career, for 13 years, she's been slapping bitches front and back. It started out with Kim in the parking lot at Target, honey. Hi, I'm in the parking lot at Target. I'm in my Bentley, and I just got smacked by my little castmate. I got choked. And then it started out there. And then, you hear these stories about how she is after other people's jobs. Let's call a thing a thing. Iyanla Vanzant would be happy. Sheree's job. Cynthia's job, Portia's job. And then when these girls do have something, she kept calling Portia's, mini sitcom, the commercial. It was disrespectful, and it is what it is. It is what it is. It's not the nicest thing, but, it's energy and karma that comes back to you. Wendy, too. Wendy's talked all this shit, and now she has to come out on her show in an electric wheelchair every day, honey. Because she can't walk from that wall to right here. And I'm not the god of it all, but I'm just saying 2 + 2 is 4, honey. 2 + 2 is 4. So you can't just be evil and mean to people and not caring how their children feel and talking about people like that for ongoing, And then, and if you are, say one thing nice, honey. Now, speaking of Wendy, she is on this manhunt. Jeez, my knees, honey. Her woo-woo is in heat. It's like... Every show she's talking about a man, honey. Have you ever been in the house and you think somebody, what the fuck is that? Honey, it's a cat in heat. And they be sounding like Mariah Carey practicing in the late 90s. Honey, every show Wendy Williams is talking about a man. And I know, but she's like, listen, do one whole show where they interview all the men. I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to hear about your woo-woo every show, honey. I want to hear about Gwyneth Paltrow, maybe a little with Olivia Newton-John, whatever the fuck she's doing. Let's do an Eartha Kitt review, honey. I don't care. I don't want to hear about you and your dates. I don't care. care. Do you think a vegan would want to hear about a roast beef sandwich? They wouldn't care, Pumpkin Lamb. Every day she's talking about her woo-woo. I don't care. I don't want to hear about no auntie woo-woo. Give me some of that Yoda, honey. She got some of that Yoda, bitch. She be sitting there begging subliminally. She be like, honey, I can have any man I... No, you can't. No. Shit. No, you can't. First of all, you in love with Kevin and you can't have him. Calvin. Whatever his name is. Who knows, honey? I could be wrong. I doubt it. It's alleged. Chloe and Halle. Everybody got mad at this girl for being a woman. Because they think she's a girl. But that's what marketing is. It's the same thing with Beyonce. They'll get over it, Chloe. They had the baby all online crying and shit. Leave the girl alone. Let me tell you something. They got mad because she was dancing like a stripper down to the bedroom and filming it. So this is the thing. I get it. Because people are like, look, we've been supporting y'all and giving money to our children to buy y'all's music because our children don't have a job, Pumpkin Lamb. So let's not get this twisted. So let's not get where the people who are upset, why they are upset. We're not going to act like we don't understand this, okay? Okay, fuck you up. Not you, the situation, but you know what I'm talking about. Fuck you up. So, it's the parents who give their children the money to buy the music and the posters and the concerts and all of this stuff. And they let their, they monitor what their children watch. You have to, because the next thing you know, your 4-year-old will be watching WAP by mistake. And then doing that shit in kindergarten with that WAP, and that ain't cute. And then the kindergarten teacher go, where your baby learn that shit? I don't know. But I'm just saying. So this is why, Chloe and Halle, I'm just trying to tell y'all why the people are upset. If you want to transition, that's maybe not the way to do it. I would start with a couple of sexy outfits first. And then transition to the womanhood, and then maybe on a video. But you can't just on the first date, honey, start nibbling on my ear, my neck, and just got your hand all everywhere, honey. Get out of there. Like, you went a little too fast for the people, honey. That's all. You could do it, but you just got to do it in time. Look at Beyonce. Beyonce on that one Destiny's Child's CD, she like, nasty, put some clothes on, I told you. Don't walk out your house without your clothes on, I told you. And now you can't pay her to put no clothes on her little ass. Honey, Beyonce don't ever want more than 3 ounces of material on at all times, bitch. All time, honey. I need to have a bathing suit on. You better be glad I ain't walking around this bitch in a 2-piece. With one of the pieces missing. Don't you threaten me with a good time, honey. Y'all bitches almost caught these hands at Coachella. After I gave birth to 2 Social Security numbers came out of here, honey, with placenta still dripping down her leg. And she's dun 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 dun. I said, girl, if you don't squeeze that afterbirth out and go and see them babies, just go see them. I know somebody hungry. One of them hungry. You got twins. When the other one ain't hungry, the other one hungry. But no, she was practicing for Coachella. She got in the outfit, and you better be glad she ain't wear a 1 piece. A 2-piece with 1 piece missing. Okay. And I'll let you pick the piece, B. All right, what's the other one? The last one we got to talk about. It's this older lady spitting in this lady's face. Now, this ain't right with the Lord. It's so much. Yes, I feel sorry for the lady, but for number one, you sitting here taking it and you're filming it, and there's so many different entities to this. So let's get to the basics, just like we did with little Gorilla Glue Girl. With the little Gorilla Glue Girl, honey. Let's get to the basics because there's so much to talk about in this. First of all, if I'm hiring you to take care of my mom, don't be filming her. And don't be putting it on TikTok because I'm going to sue your ass. For client confidentiality. I don't want everybody knowing this is my mother on TikTok, honey. My mother is 147 motherfucking years old. Honey, she grew up, she was 45 when the Little House on the Prairie was on, bitch. So you know she's 147 years old now. Don't be filming her and put her on TikTok. That's number one. This is your chastisement because there's two different chastisements. Okay? Don't do that. Number 2, 3, and 4. The next video I see of you, you have a cocktail and TikToking with the lady. So you drinking on the job. So now you drinking, taking care of my motherfucker 200-year-old mother. And filming it and dancing, and you got her dancing about to fuck her hip up again. You know she just had a replacement in August. Like I said, let's break this shit down. Now, for grandma, for you, that has to come from somewhere, honey. That's muscle memory. I don't think that she's dealing with a full deck, but I don't think she's dealing with a full deck. Now, unless she has always been like this and she has a history and this is always how it's always been. And then if that is the case, the caretaker would have been privy to this pre-medical condition, so you still would know why she is doing this. You would have known why she's doing this. Whether it's dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever, you would have known and you wouldn't have to film it, I know it wasn't right, but you didn't have to film it either. There was somebody at your agency that you could have talked to or film it and give it to the people at your agency, not 4 million people on TikTok. That was not right with the Lord. Ma'am. I love you, mean it. Okay, so, grandma. Because you know how when they say you have dementia, you revert back to where you were as a child? So that's one. So that's the 2. So grandma, you was not right either. And we need a whole nother caretaker over here, honey. Because if you blowing all in my face during COVID, I don't give a fuck if you're a 4-month-old. You know how 4-month-olds be coughing, honey? I be like, here go your mama. Gone. Gone. Yes, if it's my niece and nephew, honey, don't be coughing and shit all on me. Gone. Even before COVID, when my nieces and nephews be coming all over here coughing, they be rubbing their nose. Hey, Uncle Mario. Hey, I be like, ooh, no. No, I love you, mean it, bye, God. God. Uncle Mario, why you always Lysol and everything? Because you always coughing and shit and sniffing. Gone. Stop playing with me. Y'all so crazy. And last, in this, it's the older lady. So let me just see. What was the last thing I wanted to talk about with her? The restraints, even though, the restraints. But the lady couldn't do anything because she knew she was filming, because we don't know what she'd be doing when she cut that camera off. Because if she was doing this, dancing and shit with the lady in the background, and she had a martini glass, ain't no telling when she get drunk how she treat that lady, honey. That other spirit come out, she be like, you better lay your motherfucking ass down. That's probably why that lady doing that to her. Like I said, there's so many different layers. We don't know how she be talking to that lady when that cocktail kick in. That cocktail kick in, that lady blowing her face. Bitch, you better move the fuck out my face. Be stumbling like Ike and shit. You never know. No, I pray it ain't so, because that would be elderly abuse. But I'm just saying, you don't know. All of story. It's just not right with the Lord. It's just like Revelation said, honey. There would be false prophets, but honey, we don't know if it's Tuesday or Wednesday. It's so sad. It's so sad. Oh my God. We just don't. They got us taking this COVID vaccine, honey. They were talking about every American will have it at the end of summer. I said the devil is a lie. No, they won't. Not every. Not every. Y'all so crazy. Well, listen, thank you so much for hanging out with me on the Saturday show. We are in 25 minutes, and I don't want to bore you guys. So let me end this right now where it's good and sweet. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. God bless you and happy Saturday. And oh, don't forget Sunday, tomorrow. Don't forget the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Okay, I'm going to do the review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'll see you guys Sunday, tomorrow, on the Mario Ramon review. Have a great day. Peace.